Alright, so I'm starting off by using my NARS in the colour New Orleans with a Real Technique stipple brush. I'm going to use that just to blend out the foundation all around my face, making sure it's all worked in. Next I'm using my concealer, which is the Double Wear by Estee Lauder in the colour Deep, and I like to put that in triangles underneath my eyes, quite a healthy amount. The actual applicator broke a bit, that's why I haven't got a sponge bit on the end. But yeah, then I put it down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and getting a little bit on my forehead in between my brows. Next I'm using the MAC eyebrow pencil in the colour Stud, and I like to just put it on the end of my brows, not really at the beginning of them but more at the end, and I like to just use fine strokes to build up the colour in my brows. You want to be really careful following your natural shape and try not to overdo it so they're not too dark. Then I like to use the pomade in the colour Dark, or Deep I think it's called, and I just use an angled brush to apply that at the beginning of my brows, and that gives them a really natural colouring and shape. A little trick my friend taught me in secondary school was to press down at the tip of your brows with your fingers, and it gives them a really natural hairy look. Using a matte concealer, which is a little bit lighter than my actual skin colour, I like to follow underneath my brows to give them a really nice sharp edge. This needs to be blended in as much as you can, but it's really good to apply a lot onto the brush and just carefully angle the concealer neatly underneath the brow. Now for the most important part, blending, I use my beauty blender, a little bit damp. I like to just put a bit of water on my fingers and rub it on the blender, that makes it a bit damp, or spray some Fix Plus. Blend in all that concealer that we've applied under the eyes and under the brows into the foundation, and that will work as our highlight. So just remembered to put brow gel on my brows so they set. That was using the Brow Drama by Maybelline in the colour Transparent. Now time for the contour. I like to use a much darker foundation, so for this I'm using the Darkening drops by The Body Shop, Darkening Foundation drops, and I just apply that underneath my cheekbones, on my forehead, along my jawline and down the bridge of my nose, and this will work as a really good contour for slimming down wherever you think what needs slimming down basically. Then using a stipple brush again, I just blend that in. That takes quite a while. I like to make sure that's blended in. Now I'm priming my eyes with the DECAY eyeshadow primer, and I'm just combing out my brows as I haven't done that yet. And on my eyelids I'm using the Nudes Maybelline palette, and I'm just using the goldy shimmery colour for the middle. Along with a more neutral colour for the inner eye, and then I'll always use a darker colour on the outer, and make sure that's all just blended in really nicely so there's no harsh lines. For mascara, I'm just using a MAC mascara. This is a tester that was given to me and I've just found it again and I've just realised how amazing it is. Just applying that on my lashes with some Collection eyeliner. It's a matte eyeliner and it's really dark and long lasting. I really like this eyeliner. And I just got this black eyeliner that I like to underline my waterline with, which makes my eyes pop a little bit more, I gathered. And I'm using a MAC highlighter in the colour Gold Dust, and I put that along my nose and other areas which I feel like need more highlighting, where basically I applied my concealer earlier in the day, and that just gives me a really nice shimmer, especially in the sun. For my lips I'm using a MAC nude colour called Verve, which is a really nice nude for my colour skin, and along with that I'm using a chestnut pencil just to outline them, make them look bigger, make them pop. And for the finished look I just added some lashes. I hope you enjoyed the video guys, thank you!